All right, my name is Garrett Sims, and this is Guaranteed News. I do this every time. If you watch anything of me, you know I don't like major intros. I like to get straight to it. It's March 9th, 2025. If you're watching just the intro, a second, a minute, I appreciate it. Please like this video, and please subscribe to GS Studios, GSTEWDIOS on YouTube. Please, please, please. Thank you for watching. Continue to watch after this video. Watch every single video on my YouTube page. I'm kidding, but I'm not kidding. I would like the support. Now, let's get straight to what this episode is about, or what this video is about. It's the Democrats being out of touch. And there's a lot of things going on right now because we just got a new president. And a lot of you may be thinking, Garrett, why are you talking about Democrats when we have Trump taking away government agencies, going back and forth, effing up the stock market, tariff conversations, all the things he's doing? You can have your opinions on what Trump's doing, whether you think they're good, whether you think they're bad, whether you like it or not. But Garrett, why aren't you talking about Trump and all the bad things Trump does? There will be videos for that. Stay on this page. You will see them. But this video is about the Democrats. And let me read my notes to make sure I don't go anywhere I don't want to go. Since Trump won, everyone's talking about, you can barely keep up with it. He's doing a lot of fries, but that's not what this is about. This is about the Democrats. Okay. So Trump won. Everybody knows that. And not only did Trump win, he won Congress. He won the House and he won the Senate. Won Congress. So Republicans have everything. And what that should have done, when I saw that, one of the things I thought was the Democrats now need to take time, in my opinion, they need to take time and figure out where they're doing wrong and get their star and get themselves prepared. Get themselves prepared for the end of next year, because midterms is going to be the end of 2026, which is a big reason for this video to talk about how quick that's going to come. Pause the midterms, but the Democrats need to get themselves ready for that, and how since Donald Trump has won, they've continued to do all of the same things that lost them the presidency, or a major part of what lost them the presidency. We're going to show a couple marketing videos, we're going to read through this article, and we're going to just pretty much get into it. So, all right. So let me read the first thing with this. So Representative Seth Moulton, a Democrat from Massachusetts, and let me go in on this a little bit. And we're gonna play the videos. It's not gonna be all articles. So for those people that don't like reading, that don't like words, bear with me. It's not gonna be the whole video. This is a quick article. But Representative Seth Moulton, a Democrat, said he believes the Democratic Party has fallen out of touch with what the majority of Americans want from the party. Moulton went on Fox News on Wednesday, where he highlighted the idea from Democratic strategist James Carville that Democrats should sit back and let President Trump punch himself out and collapse shortly. Okay. And let me see, and I don't like to go through like a whole bunch of things, but let me show James Carville, because he's a Democratic strategist. And if you don't know him, you should maybe look into him, just listen to him talk. He's really cool. He's really smart. He's been around for years. I think his opinion should be listened to, right? But the Democrats have fallen out of touch, right? And I'm going to show these videos. The Democrats have two major problems with me. And I'll preface this by saying this, because now, like, if you're a black person, a black man, a black woman, and you say anything, it feels like if you say anything wrong about Democrats, you're automatically labeled as you hate black people and you're not for your people and you love Trump. And so let me preface this by saying I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican, but I want to vote for Democrat. I want to vote Democrat. I agree with Democrats more on social matters. I care about making sure that black people, people of color, have opportunity, have things that are dedicated to them, because nothing is dedicated to us. And we need education. We need teaching. There is the need for that. And the Democratic Party historically is the one that provides that, and the one that is able to speak to America, the melting pot of America, right? That's historic. If you were black and you were in a family that cared about politics in any way and had some sort of conversation with you, or were putting you in front of the TV to watch different political people, or you hear your parents watch the news, you are probably going to be more left leaning, and that's just a fact. But since I've gotten older in the Democratic Party, that now that I am becoming a man in and voting on, I voted in two presidents. Really? No, like 2018, 19. Okay, I voted two times. I voted in two presidencies, or for two presidents. And I've just seen the Democrats, again, just to get back to what I've been saying, make two problems. The way that they market themselves is weird, corny, doesn't look like they know what people want to see or what people care about at all. And like, it's almost like they're, the way that you think what people want to hear, it's almost like you're making fun of me, because why do you think I like that? And that's what I want. A. And B, they're so holier than thou. They attach themselves to things that are the left of the dimmer. It's just so far left, and the so far left is like the main place the party stays, where it's like, if you don't believe these very, very left leaning things that I'm not even going to get into it, you know them, if you know anything, and you probably don't even like, you either know what I'm saying and are like, he's right, or you know what I'm saying and you don't like it because you live in that far left, which I'm sorry, I don't. I'm not going to get into it now because that's not what this video is about. If you know what I'm saying. But the average person, some of the stuff Democrats do, that's far left, that the average Democrat's going for, they don't want that. And then when you say that, you're this terrible person, and Democrats like do that to you. And when you have conversations with them, they do that to you, where it's like, if you don't believe these far left things that nobody grew up with when they were kids, in the world that I grew up in the world that you grew up with, if you're like me, they say you're an awful person. We don't even care if you understand. You're a terrible person. Fuck you. We're not going to talk to you anymore. You're stupid. You're dirty. You're hateful, and all of this. That's what Democrat, and it's like harsh, because it's like, I want to agree with so much that you guys do, and on the daily life things that matter, where people are like needing to make money, and people need to get jobs, people need equal opportunity to get into education, we need funding for people, like, this is what we care about, and you guys do that. But then you say something that is so to the right, that's a hook, and if I say stop, you say I'm like, those are their two problems, and they lean on that so much. Lazy marketing, too judgmental, too out of touch, and when they say something, it doesn't look like it's like their marketing strategists are absolutely terrible. And as a journalist who is not left leaning but does like the Democratic Party and wants to vote for you guys should honestly hire me or someone that is going to give you the real of how to market yourselves better, because the Democrats need a star. They need someone that is going to be able to speak to the American people and be left leaning. But I'm, for lack of a better term, I don't want to say weird, but because I'm weird and I like weird things, but too out there. They need a star. They don't have a star. And now all they've been doing since Trump won is the same thing. And I do think they need to sit back and convene, and they're not sitting back. They're still being judgmental. There's still a lot of times there's really good Democrats, and we're going to go into those. And there's ones that I like. We're going to go into that. But they're still doing a lot of the same things, and I don't see them making a change at the moment that needs to be made for them to, when midterms happens, figure out how to get Congress back, or figure out how to either get House or the Senate back, the majority back in one of them. And just as importantly, in 2 more years after that, get someone that can go on that stage and is going to be able to put up a fight against the Trump party, which is the GOP, which the Republicans, which is basically the Trump party. We need someone. We need and it can't be someone that we're just meeting in 2028, a year before we can't do it that way. The Democrats can't do it that way. And these are the two things that have recently happened that are like, that I think show what I mean. So let's see. Let's see. It's the first one is their Democrats National Women's Day post. So National Women's Day just happened. And of course my stuff is going to move really slow right now, because why wouldn't it when I need it? Let's see. Let me see. And if it takes too long, and while this is loading, we're go to, are we going? Okay, we'll go here. Let's see, when's National Women's Day? Because this was not too long ago. Just Women's Day 2025. So what did they do that for? Or Women's Month? Okay, March. Yeah, March is National Women's Month. I knew I wasn't tweaking. So the Democrats just posted this thing for National Women's Month, and this is what they did. And I don't want to make a big deal out of this video, but I think it's a microcosm for Democrats. Okay, let me see. Choose your fighter. And speaking of National Women's Day, go watch the video of me talking about LeBron's sensitive show making ass. And I say that because remember last year you had the, to all you women, happy International Women's Day. I sound like I'm hating, but I am hating. I go like show at, but go watch that video because it's up now. This video's up. But let's get back to it, all right? So it's Women's Month, March 1st to March 31st. We need to celebrate our women. Yeah, love women. Love women to death. We need to celebrate our women. This is a great month. And the Democrats should celebrate it. Everybody should celebrate it. But this is what their post is. This is what their post is. And that's Jasmine Crockett. She's a star. I love Jasmine Crockett. This video is terrible. Let's keep going. All right, Garrett, this video isn't that big of a deal. Why are you making a video, making a big deal out of this? You're looking for something. I get it. I'm doing it because it's like somebody, when I watch this video of how like they're introducing some women representatives, women in Congress, and how they're introducing them to me, because some of them I didn't know. And I'll go into another one that I think is really good, who wasn't in here. It doesn't matter. But it's like the person that made this video said, men hate women. We want men to like women. Men like fighting games. Men like seeing fighting style. Men play fighter games where the fighters do this when you pick their fighter. Ooh, Women's International Month Day. Let's act like it's a video game and have the women do a fight. Like, no, bro. You're pandering, and it doesn't even look cool or sound cool, and it's just so easy to talk about. You're making us all look bad. Stop it, bro. I'm not gonna give up how I would have done it, but there's a way to do this to make it look cool and to not be a panderer and to celebrate Women's National Women's Month and all the amazing, intelligent, talented women in Congress. But you do it in this weird way where you have them sit up and like do this like fight style and they look weak. No, it's dumb. It's bad marketing, and it doesn't make me want to look into any of them. Okay, the fact it's just not cool, and they got roasted for it, and they should have gotten roasted for it. And I think that's a microcosm of every single point that they take it, they F up. And then the next video I want to show, and this was posted what? This was recent post, so I'm not 4 days ago. I'm not just doing this to like 4 days ago, if you can see the key. I'm not doing this just to just say, and then let's go to the next one. Let me see. Democrat, or it shows what I just searched. I did just, Democrats say the same thing. Then there was another video that came out where Trump had and this video is not about this, we're staying focused, but Trump had like a address, like a Meet the Nation, or he had a big address to Congress like earlier last week. It's March 9th, a Sunday, to keep in mind when I'm filming this. So last week, during the first week of March, he had this big thing. Everybody talked about it. I should have done a video about it. He said a lot of fried things, and he does need to be roasted for that. But this is what the Democrats did beforehand to kind of like combat, like, because they're trying to combat Trump, which they should, but this is like the video they had beforehand with that. And just look at this. I'm showing it from, and keep in mind, this isn't how it was presented. They all posted this separately, and then but look, let's keep watching.
Prices are up, not down. Inflation is getting worse, not better. Cost of groceries, gas, housing, eggs.
When I win, I will immediately bring prices down starting on day one.
And you know why I'm doing this? I'm just gonna go and look to see, because I want to. I caught a primary source, because I didn't. So if I'm wrong, but I don't think Elizabeth. I'm gonna just go to Elizabeth. If I can spell Warren. I know I spelled that wrong. Does she have a TikTok? Okay. Let me see if she has the video. Like, let me see. Is it on her TikTok? They probably all deleted it.
RIP.
1 day ago. I'm trying to see if she posted straight to it for you guys to be able to see that they posted this video. But let's go back to what it was. They were given the same exact video, the exact script, the same thing, 30 senators to post the same thing, and it's like, are we idiots, bro? Like, just say what you have to say. Like, they're doing marketing strategies, which is what everybody does, but their marketing strategies are so easy to see that they're marketing strategies, and they're weird, out of touch, and not entertaining, and then they're going at, they're going, like, I do agree, because if you know anything about polling that's been going on, his numbers are going down. Trump, and I want to look into this too, or not look into it, since Trump won, let me get to it. Yeah, Trump is and Trump is already messing up right now, because Elon is firing government officials. He's firing people that are the owners of things. That he's firing the National Plane Committee that keeps all the planes safe and 3 planes crashes. He's firing the people that are the FBI for the secret agency, and then something like he's firing people left and right. He's just got into an argument with Marco Rubio. Look him into that. It's the first time, like, Trump has problems right now because he's going back and forth between, like, his MAGA right-leaning people and then the billionaires. They're fighting because they're the MAGA people are like Trump has his problems right now, and Democrats, they're still doing stupid stuff to market themselves, and there's still the star, I hope, is somewhere in the background quietly being made, and they're figuring out who it is that is going to be the next star. But it is like, what are they doing? And just to get back to this article, like, I don't agree, and okay, James Carville, that Democrats should sit back and let President Trump punch himself out and collapse shortly. That's one way of looking at it. But this guy's saying, I don't agree that we should step back. I think we've got to show leadership, show Americans that we're actually willing to change. Democrats don't look like they're willing to change at all. It's like, you guys are idiots. You guys are dumb because you're not in this progressive wave that I'm on. And for you to not to be on this progressive wave for every single tick mark, you need to figure out how to fix yourself and educate yourself better. To where, in an extent, it is that is true. Sometimes people need to educate themselves better. Like, it's a weird place to be in, because it's a true statement, but the way they do it is, even the way they come across, it's stupid. Show that you're actually willing to change, Moulton argued. We lost an election across the board. So by definition, we've fallen out of touch with the majority of Americans, period. And that's where you talk to Democrats. They don't get that. You didn't lose the presidency. You lost the presidency, the Senate, the House, and now you don't have the Supreme Court because Trump stacked it back in the day. You have nothing. And instead of saying, yeah, there is something wrong with the American people, because there is, but instead of saying also there's something wrong with us, they lean into that Trump is bad. If they lean into just not fixing themselves, fix the way that you're doing things, because people that want to vote for you, like me, they still do. I still did, but they don't like you. They don't listen to you. They don't feel heard from you. They don't trust you. You don't trust the other side either, but then you're left in this middle point where you're either voting for people that you don't want to vote for just to make the people that are older than you and the people in your life happy, and because you know it's the right thing. You don't vote at all, or you go to the other side, which I don't agree with, but at the same time, like, it's like you're not giving a choice from the Democrats because they just turn you away if you don't agree with everything. They have to stop that if they're going to change, and if they're going to figure out a way to get their person, their man or woman, whoever it is, like, for lack of a, for like terms of speech, if they're going to get their guy or their gal, they got to switch it up. And maybe you need to step back and evaluate what you need to switch it up, which is why I agree with James Carville that they need to sit the fuck down and let Trump mess up and do what they do, but they need to figure something out with their marketing and fire all the people making these stupid marketing plans. They suck. Haven't seen a good Democratic commercial in forever. During an election season just passed. I'm being a little exaggerative, but I don't see good Democratic marketing. There's no Democratic stars. I like Jasmine Crockett. She's a star. I like her. If you know anything about politics, she's not gonna be the one to run for president. She's just not. She is great. If I was one of her constituents, I'd vote for her a million times. I like her. Not gonna be her. I like this is my first time seeing her. Michigan Senator Elissa Slotkin. She just won. This is a 10-minute video. This is her talking. after Trump did that Congress thing, that speech to Congress last week that I was talking about, she put this out. You should watch this because that's real. She's just coming and giving it up, telling the truth, being a human, being normal, and doesn't seem judgmental. Doesn't seem like she's saying I'm better than you. Doesn't seem like she's saying if you don't. I like her. It's my first time seeing her. I like her. I'm gonna be keeping up with her. You should look at this. I have to learn more about it. They gotta find the one, right? A, you got to find, or BC, wherever I'm at, you guys get the point of where the video's at. You got to find that one. But so by definition, we've fallen out of touch with a majority of Americans. And if you're a Democrat who's watched this video and you don't agree with what I'm saying, you think that I'm some right leaning, or you think I'm some guy that doesn't care, like blah, 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 I'm hateful, whatever you want to say, you have to at least be able to admit to yourselves that the Democrats are fucking up and they don't know how to speak to the people because you guys lost the presidency, you guys lost the House and the Senate, and every single swing state that every single Democratic and polling was talking about that Democrats are going to win, you lost it. Or if because I voted, I voted for Kamala. I'm not scared to say I did it. I'm not one of those people that say I voted. I didn't feel happy about it. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't gonna vote for Trump. It was between not voting or Kamala. I gotta always vote because it's not the video is not about this, but the way I grew up, I know the importance of being a black man and voting, so I'm gonna always vote. And there was no way I was voting for Trump, but I didn't feel happy about voting for Kamala. And if you're a Democrat and you don't get that, and you don't get this quote, we lost an election across the board. So by definition, we've fallen out of touch with the majority of Americans. We need to make a change. If you're a Democrat that doesn't agree with that, you're part of the problem, and you're the reason the people that you love, we could continue to lose. The party that you love could continue to lose because you're not willing to change and you're not willing to figure out how to speak to people so you can win votes. So if what I'm saying, you just think I'm wrong across the board, you're missing something, and you should figure out what you're missing. I really do, because I want to love Democrats. I want to be able to say to people, yeah, I'm a Democrat through. I can't. I'm definitely not a Republican, but you know what I'm saying? It's a weird position to be in for someone that thinks like me. Mullen reiterated this point that Democrats need to prove to the American people that they are willing to change amid the Trump administration changes and ahead of midterm elections. We need to show that we're willing to change, we're willing to listen, and we're going to make a positive difference in your lives. Mullen's remarks differ from Carville, a veteran strategist. Carville believes Democrats, and we started Carville, the old guy. Carville believes Democrats don't need to be aggressive in combating Trump because his poll numbers, which have dropped after a month, predict a collapse of his government already underway. I agree with that, but I agree with both of them. And you got to decide what the strategy Democrats are going to take. But they're still on the same road that they were on back in October, and it's not the right road clearly. And Mullen has been outspoken in combating the Trump administration. Earlier this week, he said he believes Trump is selling out Ukraine to Russia. That's another video for another time, but I'm not going to say I disagree with that. But he expressed shock that Trump is becoming close with Russian President Vladimir Putin. Everyone's surprised with that, but that's the point of this video, man. Democrat has fallen out of touch, and they've continued to to lean on that out of touchness, and I think there needs to be a change of how they do that. And that's just with that. I mean, if you disagree with me, I'm sorry. That's how I feel. All right. Thank you for watching. If you watched for a minute, an hour, this was only a 20-minute, but if you know what I'm saying, a second, a minute, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, I appreciate it. Please like and follow. Send this video to a friend. Tell them to subscribe because I really do appreciate it. With a couple shout outs, right? Shout out to Smurbo. Go to smurbo.com to get handmade flannels. You can't get any of the socks and everything because they're sold out. Everything Smurbo sells out. So when you see Smurbo, and I'm going to be keeping up with it, you got to get it quickly because he doesn't drop things again. Once they're sold, they're sold. Now, you can still get these handmade flannels. They're stitched by him. He puts the beads on himself. I watch him do it. This is quality. This is made for you. It is made for you. One of one, hand-stitched flannels. They look good. I get complimented every time I wear them out, and we're going into springtime here in Indianapolis. But we're going into springtime, so everybody knows springtime is the perfect time for flannels. And then when summer comes in, if you know how to pull it off, there's summer days when you can get the flannel. So if you do this it's in 3 weeks because, again, it's hand stitch. Allow 3 weeks for shipping and him for her to create it. If you get this now by 3 weeks, you'll be able to wear it to one of the first good spring days in like April, end of March. So shout out to Smurbo. And then we're going to also go we're going to also take it to Twitter for a second because there's a Twitter account that I need you guys to follow. Boy, I don't need you guys to follow. You guys need to follow it if you guys want to make some money. In this Trump world, everything's changing. It is a bad market right now. He's effing up stocks. But DHicks_trades on Twitter, he's going to show you how to make money in the stock market. I'm telling you. He has a Discord. He has this Twitter. This is someone that I personally knows. He does great work, bro. DHicks_trades. Go here on Twitter. Click this link. Go to his Discord. Don't worry about how much it costs because you're going to get the money back if you listen to what he says and if you learn. He's not a grifter. He's not trying to take your money. He's someone that actually knows a lot about stocks and is choosing to make his business out of teaching people and giving people keys. Take the keys. We're in a crazy world. Learn how to make it back. I'm doing it. I look at his Discord. I talk to him every day. And then what I need you to also do is I need you to go to YouTube after you go and you follow GS Studios. You're going to go to Magnate Origin Series. You're just going to type that in on YouTube and you're going to go to the Origin Series Magnate.
He told me,
and I highly recommend you go and type that in on YouTube. Watch these interviews. It's a guy that I've grown up with, also does stocks. Also, he's giving to his community. He's a business owner, and he's someone who's trying to teach people how to create wealth, keep their wealth, and then multiply their wealth through stocks and through a bunch of different avenues. And I had the opportunity to sit down with him for 3 episodes and just talk to him about what he does because he cares about it. He asked me to do it, and I love talking and interviewing people, so why would I not? So go and watch these. The first 2 episodes are out. For the third and final episode is going to be coming out really soon. So go and definitely watch that. But again, if you watch for a minute, second, hour, I truly do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day. Stay prayed up, stay safe, and go read something today or tomorrow if it's too late for you to feel like reading, depending on when you're watching this. All right, that's a wrap. Peace.